Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel Mechanical Design Adda. So first of all select the working directory. I am here selecting one folder so that our work is saved in a particular folder. So now go to new part and here you can give the name of the file and uncheck use default template because here it is defaultly it is in inches. Now here we can select the required unit. I am here selecting MMNS part solid, that is millimeter Newton second. Now select the unit and say OK. So here we have three datums and one coordinate system defaultly we have for the reference. Now the display of the name is not showing, so go to view and here display the plane tag. So now you can see the front plane, top plane, the name of that plane on coordinate system like this. Go to sketch here. Now in the dialog box read the dialog box, select the plane or surface to define the sketch plane. So now I'm here, I'm selecting front plane and front plane I'm selecting and taking the right as a reference and sketch. Set the view properly by clicking on sketch view. In the geometry area we have line command. First we will discuss line command. In that there are two types of line. First one is the line of chain and the tangent line. So line of chain is the if you want a continuous line, directly click first point, second point, third point, fourth point, fifth point, sixth point, and now to come out from the continuous line, press middle click button, and to come out from the line command, press again middle button. So next one we have the line tangent line. So the symbol is showing that there are two curves. So for that two curve we can draw a tangent line to join these two curve. So I am here taking one circle and another circle. So in between this I am creating one tangent line. So here create the tangent line, select the first circle entity and second circle entity. So here you can see that the constraint, tangent constraint is showing here. Suppose I am creating one circle and here I am taking one arc. So to join these by tangent line, so for that select the first circle entity and the curve entity. So here you can see that the tangent constraint is applied to both the curve and the circle. So here we have a two curve. So in that I am applying tangent line. Here you can see that there is a tangent constraint and here one is also a tangent constraint. Next one we have a rectangle. In the rectangle we have four types, that is corner rectangle. So here I am creating one rectangle by clicking first point and second point, first point and the second point, first point, drag and place the second point. So in this way you can create the rectangle. Next one we have a slanted rectangle. So if you want a rectangle at some angle, so for that slanted rectangle is used. For that select the first point, second point and the drag and place the third point. First point, second point, drag and place the third point. First point, second point and third point. So now we have a center rectangle. Suppose we want a center of that rectangle. So click on center and drag to place the rectangle. Drag and place the rectangle. So next one we have parallelogram. So, suppose if you don't want the line of the rectangle perpendicular to each other, so then use the parallelogram. So for that select the first point, second point and drag and place the rectangle. So first point, second point and drag and place the rectangle. Like this you can create the parallelogram. So here you can see that the line is not perpendicular to each other. Next one we have a circle. So in that we have a center point circle, concentric circle, 3-point circle and 3 tangent circle. So first one we will select center point circle. For the select the center point and the end point. So select the first point and drag and place the second point. Select, and now in this way you can create the circle, first point and the end point. First point and the end point. Next one we have concentric circle. For that concentric circle we need a one circle entity, so that one common center we can use. So for I am creating one circle for that. So here I am creating one circle, and suppose I want the concentric circle. So here use the concentric circle and select the existing circle and drag and place the circle. So here you can see that for all the circle entity we have a common center, that is called as concentric. Next one we have 3-point circle. So name is indicating that 3 points, so we need to place 3 points, that like this. So select the first point, second point and place the third point. First point, second point and place the third point. First point, second point and place the third point. So next one we have a 3 tangent circle. So for that, so we require 3 lines. Okay, so I am creating one triangle here. So here we have 3 lines. I want a circle tangent to all these 3 lines. For that use the 3 tangent circle. So select the 3 tangent circle and select the 3 lines, first line, second line and third line. So here you can see that the tangent constraint is applied to the line command. So here is the line is tangent to the circle. So let's see some example. Here is the rectangle. So suppose I want the line circle tangent to these 3 line. So here select the first line, second line and third line. In this way you can create the tangent circle. Here this one is the tangent constraint is applied defaultly. So here I am creating one more 3 lines here. So here we have 3 lines and I am creating tangent circle. Select the first line, second line and third line. So the use of that tangent circle is, here we no need to apply the constraint here. So if you use that tangent circle, automatically it will take the constraint. Select all geometry and delete. So here next one we have arc. So first one we will select 3-point arc. So here select the first point, second point and place the third point like this. First point, second point and place the third point. First point, second point and place the third point. So Next one we have center and end. So for that, select the center point and radius point and drag and place the third point. Place the center point, radius point and end point. Center point, end point and place the end point. Next one we have 3 tangent. Like circle, we have here 3 tangent arc. So here for that we need a 3 line. So I am creating here one, second one and third one. That is continuous line. To come out from the command, press the middle click button. So here 3 tangent arc I am using. Click on 3 tangent arc, select the first line, second line and third line. So here you can see that there is tangent constraint is applied here. Suppose we have this rectangle. So here I am selecting 3 tangent arc. Select the first line, second line and third line. Next one we have concentric arc. Like in concentric circle we have concentric arc. For that concentric arc we need a existing curve or circle. So I am here creating one arc, 3-point arc. So this one is the existing curve. So if you want the concentric curve that is same center, so for that use the concentric curve. Like select the arc and place the next arc like this. First point, second point. Drag first point, second point. Drag first point, second point. Suppose we have circle and I need a concentric arc here. So for that also use the circle entity and place the curve. Drag, place the curve first point and second point. Drag first point, second point. So next one we have a conic arc. A conic arc is used in some special purpose where curve and at angle is required. Curve plus angle is required. So here you can see that at some angle, after that some angle, the curve is generated like this. It's some special purpose we use the conic arc like this. You can select here angle, as you can see there, first point, second point and place, drag and place the third point. First point, second point, drag and place the third point. First point, second point, drag and place the third point. Next one we have ellipse. In that ellipse there is axis end ellipse and center and axis ellipse. Select the axis end ellipse, first point, end point and drag to place the ellipse. Drag and click to press the ellipse. First point, end point and drag and place the ellipse. First point, second point, drag and place the ellipse. Next one we have center and axis ellipse. Center point, end point and drag and place the ellipse. Center point, end point and drag and place the ellipse. So next one we have a spline command. So in that, in number of point the spline is generated. Here click the first point, second point, third point, fourth point. Like this you can click at number of points, like the spline is generated like this. So the spline is used for special purposes like logo design or some symbol design, complicated symbol design. The spline is used for that purpose only, because the spline in modeling, spline does not have control. So for that purpose, logo design and complicated symbol design, the spline is used. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. And for new video notification, please hit the bell icon.